Alrighty, guys, we got to do it. It's that time of the week. We got to go over 3 ridiculously oversold stocks that I'm looking at right now in the stock market. We're going to break down my plans with these stocks, different price targets, of course, different charts as well within these different stocks, different time frames, all that good stuff. So sit back, relax, hit the like button, subscribe, check out my Patreon down below if you guys want all my moves in the markets. And you could also get 50 free bucks, which, by the way, that's limited time from M1 Finance. That's linked down below. And with that being said, let's get into it. So stock number 1 is FUBO, ticker symbol FUBO. Let's pop it up and see what is going on here. This stock, ever since they reported earnings, and I think a little bit before that, we saw a day or two of red, but pretty much ever since they reported back on the 9th of November, about 3 weeks ago, this stock's been plummeting. It's gone down from $35 per share, and now it's sitting at $20 a share. It went down 1.4% the day that I'm filming this video, and we're trading towards the bottom of the channel. You guys can see that very clearly here on the 4-hour chart. We're trading towards the bottom of the channel. We're pretty oversold, and on top of that, I'm personally noticing a bullish divergence on this time frame, which again is the 4-hour chart. So that's a pretty good sign. Now I'm just looking to see if volume starts kicking up and if the stock itself starts following what the RSI is showing. In other words, let's see if the bullish divergence ends up playing out, right, guys? And if we start breaking up towards 21, 22 per share, maybe we crack above the 50 moving average here on this 4-hour, which is right by 22, 22.50. I'm going to put my alert at 22 bucks per share. If we start breaking out of these points, this stock could probably start gunning for 25 at least, maybe 26, 27, 28 on the higher end. That would put it right by the top of this channel. So keep an eye on it, guys. It's pretty oversold. It's starting to show signs of consolidation. Again, we're seeing a bullish divergence, but we're not quite yet getting the breakout, which again is what I'm watching for these next couple of days. So take a look at FUBO. Stock number 2 is Upwork, ticker symbol UPWK, and this one is the epitome of oversold. I mean, it's like FUBO, this one's gotten slaughtered before the earnings report and after the earnings report. You guys can see they reported on, let's take a look here, the 27th of October, so about a month ago, and the stock was 60 bucks. Believe it or not, it was 60 bucks before that, and it started going down. Then it ended up reporting, the company reported, the stock went down even more, and now they're down to about $37. So they're down about 40%, well into a bear market over the past just month alone, and that's pretty scary. That goes to show that investing in individual stocks, you might not always win. You know, the point of investing in individual stocks and trading them for that matter is to actually beat the market return. And if you're not beating the market return, which is the S&P 500, that's the benchmark everybody uses. If you're not beating that, you might as well just invest in the S&P 500 and not even bother, right? Not even bother picking individual stocks, trading, doing all these option strategies. It's just the truth, right? And again, it just goes to show how quick the markets could go down. Well, not really the markets, but individual stocks, right? It went down 40%. And at this point in time, if I pull up the 3-year chart, what we're noticing is this one's trading pretty religiously, has been trading religiously within this channel pretty much ever since the beginning of 2021. January, right? About almost a year ago at this point. We've been trading within, 30, 35 as support, which is right where we are right now, about $37, $35. We've been trading right there as support with resistance at about $60 to $65. We can see that. That's where we struggled. We got rejected at in February. We hit the all-time high in the middle of July where we failed at about $64 per share. And we also hit the high, 65 bucks, just a month ago, again, late October. So we're pretty oversold. We're looking, towards the bottom of the channel, like I said. And on the 4-hour chart, I'm noticing a bullish divergence, right? Very similar to FUBO. So this one, it's not quite yet reversing. We have to find more support, I would say. Give it a couple of days at 35, 37. If we end up seeing a bit of a relief rally from here, this could turn quick. I mean, I've seen Upwork rip 20% in a week. It happens with this stock, guys. So be ready. Watch it. UPWK. And the next one, the last one, make sure you guys hit the like button if you're still here, if you're finding value, and make sure to subscribe. Turn on that notification bell if you haven't done so already. The last one here is CGEN. CGEN. Hope I'm saying that right. Ticker symbol SGEN. And out of all these, UPWK, FUBO, I'm not going to lie, CGEN, the chart looks the best. You guys can see it's clearly in an uptrending channel. It's gone from 133 back in May. Now it just hit 192 in the beginning of November. And I'm not sure if that's an all-time high. Let me double check. Nope, it's not. The all-time high is 213. That was back in September of 2020. So let me actually draw out a line here. That's going to be important for a second. But look, CGEN, it went down 2.5% the day that I'm filming this video, and it's down about from 192 to 165. It's down about 15%. So it's in correction territory, on its way to bear market territory, but hopefully not, because if it does get to bear market territory, that means it has to break the channel, which is a no-no. We don't want that to happen. We want it to hold 165, bounce above 170, which is right by the 180 SMA, or even just consolidate around the 180 SMA for a couple of days and ultimately break out from there. Because look, every time that we've pulled back over the next couple or the past couple of months, we've consolidated. Every time we've gotten oversold, we've consolidated towards the bottom of the channel, 180 SMA, and we've pretty much bounced back. So at this point in time, we are fairly oversold. The RSI on the 4-hour chart is sitting at about, what is it here, 26, which is ridiculous. And look, it's pretty oversold. Doesn't mean we can't go lower, but again, if history repeats itself, this oversold status will end up being a buy, and we might end up bouncing towards 180, 190. So I'm going to set my alert at $170 per share on this one. Again, this is CGEN, ticker symbol, what is it, SGEN. So I'm going to put $170, maybe $171 per share, and we'll see if it ends up cracking above that moving average. And overall, guys, that's pretty much it. I mean, we could go over the classic oversold stocks that we talk about all the time that haven't recovered yet, and I talk about them a lot, so I don't want to bore you, but I'm also looking at a bunch of other ones. Visa's been crushed, and for decent reason, I guess you can say. I mean, in the UK, Amazon stopped accepting the Visa credit cards. I'm not sure if that's going to hurt them too much. Probably not in the grand scheme of things, but it's been going down even before that happened. I mean, it's gone down from 250, now it's at 195. So whenever a blue chip company does drop over 20%, I'm all ears and all eyes. And I haven't pulled the trigger on Visa yet because, quite frankly, I own MasterCard, so there's no need for me to own both. But the fact that it's getting to a big support on the 3-year chart, the 180 SMA, we bounced there back in March 2020 and before that, the fact that we're selling off to that point, it makes it interesting for me, guys, honestly. I mean, it really does. When this new year turns over, January, February, I might consider picking this up, and don't be surprised if this starts ripping out of nowhere. Again, it's a blue chip stock. A lot of funds own it. A lot of investors own it in general, and they're looking to buy the dip. I mean, it's probably going to happen. So I'm watching Visa. PayPal's another classic that I've been buying. I own it personally. All you guys in my Patreon know that, and this one's down way more than what Visa's down. This one's down double. This is down 40%. Visa's down 20%. So these are stocks I'm looking at, guys, and the 3-year chart on PayPal looks pretty good as well. It's approaching 160, 170, 180, which is a buy zone according to the moving average here. So I'm watching these stocks. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you're watching the same stocks, drop me a comment. Hit the like button, subscribe. Check out my Patreon if you want all my moves in the markets. All that good stuff is linked down below, or you can go to stosserfest.com/Patreon. Make sure to also get your 50 free bucks from M1 Finance. Simply use my link and deposit $100, and you guys could get 2 stocks from Webull up to $1,600 by also using my link and depositing $100, and all of those are linked down below. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. As always, keep crushing the market. Stay safe out there. Peace out.